That you say 3-2 and then you don't even say fucking hey, we'll do this.
Harden play action fakes it for pass in zone. Yes, touchdown.
Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks. How was that for a nice little bounce back going 4-1 last week? Yeah, boy. Couple that with the 3-2 week before, and Daddy is on fire, picking at 70% against the spread. Did I use that stat so I could put a huge 70% near my goofy mug for a screen grab? Of course I did. Of course I did. What, am I going to tell you that I was 28-37 prior to that? Or that really, in the middle of week 14, after I lost my 2 opening picks, I was sitting at 28-39? Are you insane? But please don't tell me you walked away from the table at that point when Daddy sat at 42%. And you call yourself a degenerate? Because after that, the good guy blew up, reeling off 7 straight W's, bookended by incredible gift covers. Thank you, Bobby, courtesy of Cleveland's game-ending safety on Monday Night Football, and the 1-point swing at kickoff on scoresandodds.com, which Daddy has used for 14 years, in the Saints-Chiefs game that made my 3.5-point not cover a 2.5-point win. So here we sit, heading into Christmas weekend at 35-40, and just one perfect week away, Bobby, from that feel-good Christmas movie of the year, not when the Germans fucking take over Austria. They're hiding in the... No. Fucking a perfect week away from Daddy getting back to 500. Well, wouldn't that make for a merry little Christmas weekend? So let's unwrap this holiday's Geno's Picks. Who are we kidding? Daddy doesn't wrap anything. Let's just get to it. Don't make me do it. We're just going to ignore the Christmas Day game with Kirk Cousins, right? We're not going to let him fuck us. Fuck you! The Saints are giving 7 to the Vikings in New Orleans on Christmas. Going to get to the pick in a minute, but bear with me, because I got to give you a little I told you so. I've said it before and I'll say it again. For all of you bashing the NFL for its stance heading into the 2020 season that was marked by this scamdemic and so much social unrest saying, I'm done with the NFL, you fucking cheated yourself. Because not only is Commandant Goodell and the the NFL monetized COVID, moving game after game to Tuesday night. And Monday doubleheaders, get Garrett for this because he'll love this. And even having a Wednesday game. Where every gambler was like, oh, you know, I'd love to bet those games on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, but the money I allotted to gambling was all used on Sunday. And the only money I set aside for Monday Night Football, well, there's no way I can find extra money to gamble on all the extra games that are the only ones going on right now. Are you retarded? Go away. The NFL doesn't need you, nor do I, because they're making money hand over fucking black angry fist. And as if making bank on COVID wasn't enough, how about them all making a mockery of BLM? And all you idiots who said, I'm not going to sit and watch them sing a second black national anthem and watch players kneel for the actual one. You're right, because nobody was. Because while you were showing your solidarity by watching professional bull riding on NBC Sunday afternoon, or doing something even gayer, like turning off the TV and spending quality time with your spouse and children, faggot, then all you missed was the NFL showing a famous person talking about the game while the anthem was going on. In fact, my favorite was this past Monday night when, while a handful of players were bowing their heads lower than the grade of fentanyl George Floyd used to commit suicide, you could see it up close on the cop's patella cam. Love me. The Muppets! ESPN was showing the fucking Muppets sing A Christmas Carol before Monday Night Football. Wow, what better a metaphor for the BLM movement than, rather than watching NFL players kneel for criminals, having fans watch puppets who are actually entertaining. And now, by the way, this is a Vikings pick. And now, the NFL continues to monetize COVID for all of the sheep that won't be spending the holidays with family. Because on Christmas Day, you can just tune in your TV and scream the same thing you usually do at every holiday dinner watching the Vikings game. What a piece of shit Cousins can be. Hey, the Saints have been good to Daddy the past 2 weeks, going belly up to both the Eagles and Chiefs. But if you think a much healthier Drew Brees is going to get pushed around by Kirk Cousins, who's getting cussed out by rookies now, you're insane. So you can let Cousins ruin your Christmas, but I already have enough Cousins I'll be swearing at the night before at the Seven Fishes, which, if you're a Vikings fan who partakes of that holiday, may I recommend leaving the leftovers on the heater overnight. That way, your Vikings aren't the only thing stinking up your house the following day. The Saints clobber the Vikings as Kirk Cousins once again goes belly up in what may as well be a Monday night game. Take the Saints and lay the TD. My next pick, the Niners are getting 5 from the Cards in the desert. Speaking of monetizing, how about this? Did you see this? If you're not in the desert or Bay Area, the only way you can watch this bitch is on Amazon Prime. Although it should only be local TV in Arizona, because while the Cardinals are technically the home team here, in the past 3 weeks, the Niners have played as many games at Glendale State Farm Stadium as the Cardinals. You know what? With getting banned from playing in San Francisco because of COVID. So yeah, the Niners are familiar with this field, as they are both with this team, and there's something, they're familiar with this field as they are with this team, and there's something about playing division rivals that keeps these games close. And I will tell you what may make this game even closer: the Cards' unfamiliarity, I said that word right, with the starter C.J. Beathard, who's playing with nothing to lose. By the way, last week I predicted the game would end with Beathard in, and they were getting beat hard. Because he is the only healthy starter. In fact, the team is so banged up, they had to sign a QB off someone else's practice squad, inking Josh Rosen. Remember him from the Bucs? I mean, it was a no-brainer. Like this Jew is doing anything on Christmas weekend. I kid. I really like Josh Rosen coming out of college, but the simple fact of the matter is he was a rich kid. I mean, really rich. Fact, great-grandmother founded the Wharton School at Penn. His father is a very successful surgeon in L.A. Obviously not a plastic surgeon. It's a Geno. So yeah, it's obvious he liked playing college football like rich kids do, but once he had to work and get hit repeatedly by people who are the opposite of the network this game is on, Prime Amazons. God, I think I'm great. He said, fuck this, and just took the rookie deal. This picture of him after signing with Arizona sure didn't help. If you saw that. What I'm saying is the kid is smart, unlike the rest of his people. What I'm saying is this kid is smart because unlike the rest of his people, he spent 39 years fewer sitting around the desert doing nothing. Oh yeah, the game. C.J. Beathard's a gritty son of a bitch, and the Niners defense knows Kyler and the Cards well. Not to mention they had this game circled since their opening day loss. This game could go either way, but like me. See, he added, he's saying I'm a fag. Anyway, take the Niners and all those show me extra points. Hey, you got me again. You got me. Guys, you ready for this? Bobby, you ready? The Chargers are giving 3 and a hook to the Rams in L.A. You know what? It's the holidays, and it's time I gave myself a gift, and I'm taking the Chargers in this one. Never take one I don't have to. And do you know why? Because in true Bolts fashion, the more they win now, the more they lose. With every win, they make it harder and harder to fire Anthony Lynn, who, if you've been watching the Chargers joke of a special team the past few weeks, he might as well be Paul Lynn, because all you can do is laugh hysterically before screaming faggot at the top of your lungs. Not to mention, with every win, they drop further and further in the NFL draft. Heading into Thursday night's game, which we watched here, against the Raiders, the 4-9 Chargers held the number 4 overall pick, which would have given them the inside track on this guy. Who is that? It's offensive tackle Penei Sewell. You know why you don't know his name? Because you haven't heard it. You know why? Because when they first canceled the Pac-12 season, he said, fuck you, and opted out of the 2020 college football season. Good for him. But as Justin Herbert will tell you from playing alongside him at Oregon last year, and every NFL draft guru will agree, he's the best blindside blocker in the past 5 years to come out of college. But you can forget him, Los Angeles. Again, because with that win over the Raiders, the Bolts fell to 5 slots to number 9, with 5 other 5 and 9 teams in the NFL draft, one of which is Denver, who's smart enough to go tits up this week. Look for the Bolts to win this game, move to 6 and 9, and the all too familiar mid-round draft pick that will net them a linebacker you never heard of. Take the Bolts and lay the 3 and a hook. Which brings me to my big swinging dick pick of the week. Didn't stick. Pats are getting a TD from the Bills in New England. I'm not sure what's more incredible, that the Patriots are getting a TD at home or the fact that they got eliminated from the playoffs last week. Here's one thing that we're used to seeing at this time, though. The Bills have nothing to play for. Only now it's because their playoff spot's already, it's all but set. They're 11-3, and come Monday, after the Chiefs killed the Falcons on Sunday, they'll have already clinched the top seed. So really, the Bills just want to win and get out of there. As of Wednesday, Bill Belichick was still committed to Cam as his starter. Now, a lot of people will ask, why not have Jarrett Stidham play the last 2 games so we can see what Belichick and the Patriots have in Stidham? Because they know. Belichick knows what he has in Stidham, the future backup to Justin Fields. And why would you start the second best QB on the team when you can start the second best running back in all of the NFL? Not sure if you noticed, but Cam Newton has 11 rushing TDs this season. That's more than anyone not named Derrick Henry or Dalvin Cook, who are tied with 15. But don't take my word for it. Just ask anyone who drafted Sony Michel in their fantasy league this year, because they can't even say Cam's name at this point. They're so pissed. Ask any one of them, and they will tell you that more TDs have been stolen by CAM than TVs by BLM. And in both cases, there's nothing white owners can do about it. Take the fucking, did I put this pick? Yeah, take the Pats and the TD you're getting. Those are Geno's picks. Have a Merry fucking Christmas.